Hey everyone, it's Gretchen here with Catnpaws. September's Empties. Fall into September was my burn and melt theme for the month. And first up, I'm still in the works of burning my spiced pumpkin in the large jar. And you see I'm using an aluminum lid. And it's taken me a while to get through this. Some scent, probably 3, 4, not all that hot, but spiced pumpkin is just one of my favorites for the season. This one I have on my warmer upstairs, and it's going to go back on there because it still has a lot of scent. I just melt it all day and then turn it off and then start again. Old label, new label, and Yankee describes our spiced pumpkin as pumpkin baked in simmering spices of cloves, nutmeg, and cinnamon, and sweetened with brown sugar. I also burned a baby jar of the spiced pumpkin in the 3.7 ounce. I have 2 places I burn my candles. One is my front room, one is my eating kitchen, and this one was in my eating kitchen with not this, but so it just complemented the scent I was burning. I'll turn you over here so you can see my empties. This is the one I had burning with the spiced pumpkin as a complimentary scent. And this was American Home by Yankee. I got this at Walmart. You can see I had quite a bit of sooting. Oh, look at all those waxes in the liquid, the fragrance oil. I did let this self-extinguish, and you know, this sweet and salty caramel is just wonderful. It's caramel, it's salt, it's burnt sugar, and it throws well. But I was just really disappointed with the sooting I got on this candle, and I trimmed my wicks quite a bit. I also then used the salted caramel centerpiece cup, and this threw well. I kind of wish Yankee would put their fragrance notes on the inside of the lid. But there it says 24 hours of fragrance. I actually got more than that. Even with pulling the lid off, I can still smell that salted caramel in there. So this is what I picked up at Walmart, and I think now they sell just regular Yankees, and then I picked that up at the retail store. Right now I have this Yankee Candle Sugared Pumpkin Swirl in my centerpiece. I'm probably on day 3. I set it for 9 hours. Again, they say about 24 hours of fragrance, which would be like a 9, 9, and 6. But I set mine for 9 hours, so I think this is the last day, and I'll probably want to get about not even quite 30 hours out of it. I don't know how I feel about this scent. I don't have the scent notes in front of me. It is like a more creamier pumpkin, cinnamon. There's something else in there. Maybe not patchouli, but something close to it. So, I don't know. I wouldn't want my whole house smelling like that, but it complements all the other things I have going, and it just makes it a lovely scent throughout. Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Cupcake. I picked this up at the semi-annual sale. It was one of those Try Me candles. A fairly decent clean burn. I don't think I ever trimmed the wick on this. If I did, it was very little. No cotton balling, which was good. So no puny wicks. It just notes freshly baked pumpkin cupcake covered in loaves of rich buttercream frosting. You know, it's the cupcake like you get in the soap of Bath & Body Works with just another fragrance thrown in there. That's what I get out of it. But I could smell it. This spiced pumpkin pie by the Dollar Tree. There you can see it is a smooth wax. Very light note, probably a 2 to 3 if that. But again, I just burn it to kind of enhance the other things I have, like melting or burning. And this is how it comes. I have another one too. So for $1, you know, and you get a couple days out of it, and it's fun. A couple Tarts in Spiced Pumpkin by Yankee Candle. I can't remember when I picked these up. It was either last year or the year before at the semi-annual, or when they're dollar, you know, melt days. I tell you, I put one in my tea light, one in my centerpiece, and I couldn't even tell you what I was even burning in those or melting, because they were just that light. Lasting Scent Candle, State Fair Sunday. This was a contest she held, and the winner, you know, got their scent made. And this is like a popcorn, donut, caramel, ice cream, I don't know, whatever. It's like when you would go to the state fair and get you know, everything thrown in, I guess. Her wax is soft. I put this in my centerpiece, and it threw nice. Pumpkin Frosting by Ambiessence. You picked this up at Bed Bath & Beyond. It is a clamshell. I did 3 melts. I did, I think 2 in my tea light, 1 in my centerpiece, just to compare. And you get definitely that cinnamon and a pumpkin. And really the cinnamon's kind of overriding it right now. But it was nice to melt that. And again, I just like it. Like I'll have like 3 or 4 things going at once and everything kind of blends together and smells really nice. Dollar Tree Luminescence Pumpkin Cheesecake Scented Wax Melts. These were in a leaf shape. I did 2 per melt. Actually, I put this on my tea light holder, and it was more of a paraffin blend. Nice. I will describe this as a creamy cinnamon. No pumpkin, none of, you know, no cheesecake, but definitely a creamy cinnamon, and I really did like it. I'm glad I picked up a couple more of those. My last melt is Vintage Chic Scents, the Axeman of New Orleans. This was in her, I think, Haunted Sampler last year. It was in the leaf shape. I broke it into 3 pieces, put it in my centerpiece. I think this has the pumpkin milkshake in it. I'm not certain, but it did throw. I just don't always like the scent of the wax, the blends. And then I'm still working on this big bag of Vintage Chic Scents, Cookie, Baking at Mom, Snowflake, Snickerdoodle, Jackie O, Overpour. Now, I think I gave the scent notes on this at the beginning of September, and let me set that right there. I got my phone next to me, ready to go with the notes. Most of them. I would have to look at various pages, but Cookie, Baking, and Jackie O's is frosted, vanilla frosted gingerbread men, cinnamon bun, sugar cookies, marshmallow, birthday cake, vanilla bean Noel. And so that kind of gives you an idea. I think the Snickerdoodle's missing. So Snickerdoodle's kind of self-explanatory. You got your cinnamon, your cookie scent. And so it's the snowflakes are the embeds. When I cut the loaf up, I have a video of that too. When I'm cutting the loaf up, you can see the snowflakes are in there. They're kind of embed in the wax. They were on top. I think that's how it works. And then my last jar was Ginger Spice Cookie by Yankee Candle. This one took forever to burn, and it actually started out throwing quite well. And then it, you know, and it sodded a little bit, but not terribly bad. I did put a Luma lid on it. I had to sweater it for a while. Ginger Spice Cookie, self-explanatory. It's supposed to be a spicy cookie with that, you know, sugar and probably what, cinnamon, nutmeg, that kind of thing thrown in there. What goes in a ginger spice cookie. Large wick, or large jar. I'm just saying if there's anything on the bottom. It is a 2016 pour. So that was that. Ginger spice started out great, went to a dud. That was one of their treasures they brought back. Alright. So that was my empties. This is what I am going to just go into October's mix. So I already started October out with my Spice Pumpkin Tea Lights. So I did get through some of those. There's 12 in a box. And I never got to my Kringle pumpkin frosting. I think part of me just wanted to hoard some of it because I love this scent, and now we're going into October. So I'll save it. And then the grape pumpkin, I think this is just pumpkin with a cheesecake, something like that, cheesecake frosting. And it's just one of Vintage Chic scents. It's one of her large roses. And I think that's the last one I have of that sampler too. So not starting out with lots of creamy cheesecake scents, which I adore. And then this one's going back in the vault. So when I do my burn and melt, that is going back downstairs, and I'm going to put it away because I was going to just try to work myself a little bit through this candle, a little at a time, and I just really don't like it. Ugh. Maybe it will grow on me. I actually get a hint of chocolate in there. So I don't know why I don't like it. Bakery air, I should love it. It might smell great when I'm burning it. I don't know. But right now it's going back in the vault, and we can always check back in next year. So this was again a 2016 pour. And I actually bought this online during, I think, a semi-annual sale. It was a great price. Who can say no to great prices? Alright, so be on the lookout for my burn and melt. October, yes, this is the end of September. Wow. And thanks for hanging with me for a few minutes. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.